Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. The real-life adventures of the Alaskan bush-dwelling brown family are documented in the television series Alaskan Bush People. In this Discovery Channel program, their life while living in the icy desert is explored. This performance is the main source of earnings and means of sustenance for the Brown family. Join us today to know the tragic accident happened to Joshua Brown and truth behind leaving the show. At the end of video, I am going to reveal some secret about Joshua Brown. So watch this video till the end. Let's begin. Joshua from the Alaskan Bush People, called Bam Bam. It would seem natural that fans would be interested in learning more about Brown's life outside of the program given his intriguing demeanor. One of the highlights of Alaskan Bush People is Joshua, the second oldest of 7 brothers. He is the most attractive brother in addition to being the most intelligent. The family's quick ascent to fame was helped by the Discovery Channel series Alaskan Bush People. The Brown family had spent their whole lives in the forest because their parents, Billy and Amy, wanted to live off the grid. Although the majority of Billy Brown's family still lives on a mountain in the state of Washington, he passed away in 2021 from a fatal seizure. On September 18, 1984, Joshua Bam Brown was given birth in Texas. He was the second child of Billy and Amy Brown, who intended to raise their family on their own in the Alaskan wilderness without outside help. When he was just 18 weeks old, his parents relocated to Alaska from Texas. Bam developed his tracking, hunting, fishing, and hard survival skills while growing up aboard his family's fishing boat. He was also quite interested in technology and electronics. Despite not attending a formal education, he gained knowledge via books and his parents. Of his brothers, he was the most reflective and curious, always eager to try new things and go on adventures. His energetic and aggressive personality gave rise to his nickname Bam Bam. Bam Brown's development and career choices have been affected by his love of the great outdoors and adventure. His career began in 2014 with the reality show Alaskan Bush People, which showcases his family's unique and challenging life in the Alaskan wilderness. In addition, he's widely known for his tracking, fishing, hunting, and hard survival abilities. He's also the family's go-to person on the water. In addition to his love of gadgets and technology, he often packs a camera on family vacations in order to record the special moments. He called their boathouse Fathom This, and on his favorite episodes, he and his brother Noel worked on it with Allison. They assisted their neighbors in erecting sandbag flood barriers when their hamlet flooded. They also built a wind turbine to power their lodging. Alaskan Bush People is the only other television show in which Bam has made an appearance. Considering how alone and secluded the Brown family lived, it is astonishing how little opportunity they had for more in-depth personal encounters. The second eldest son also speaks up about his partner, Allison Kagan, since Joshua left the program. It's no secret that he enjoys working together. The two lifestyles have been coexisting peacefully and working together on projects as teammates and employees for a while now. Bam Bam and his fiancée seem to be happy at the moment. On the show's set, Joshua and Allison, also known as Allie, got to know one another. She is one of the producers of the show and appears to get along with him. They live together on what is believed to be an exotic boat. He clarifies that it is not a yacht, but rather an amazing ship that each of them has carefully restored and reconstructed. Together, they rode the Staten Island ferry and felt the excitement of boat ownership. Allison looked for one and found one that was almost perfect. Allison graduated from the University of New York at Albany with a degree in both cinema and communications. She has contributed to several networks and shows over her distinguished television career. Her own company, which she owns and runs, is called Caden Creative. She is a passionate traveler and music enthusiast with a certification in permaculture design. Tragic accident. 2 persons lost their life in a horrifying vehicle accident that included Bam. The most recent crash involving Bam occurred on US Route 97 when a Chevy Camaro entered the oncoming line of traffic. Bam reportedly rushed his own GMC vehicle to get around the approaching automobile. ending up in a ditch. Bam was not at fault when the two cars crashed at the corners. After receiving little medical attention, Bam was released from the hospital. The Chevy Camaro is said to have whirled around, crossed the center highway line, and stopped with its back to Bam's car. Bam deserves all the credit for moving his automobile out of the danger. At the time, it was unclear whether using drugs or alcohol contributed to the collision. Lorena Martinez Gonzalez and Gabriela Garcia Harrison were the two dead ladies. The two ladies were residents of Washington. The deadly vehicle accident has not yet been discussed by Bam, who has been caught in many controversies, and it is unlikely that it will feature in his narrative in the next season of Alaskan Bush People. Bam has a reputation for being a very quiet and reclusive person. Being the second oldest, Brown is unlikely to discuss how he managed to survive the terrible event. Bam Brown has previously dealt with many legal matters. He and his father Billy were accused in 2015 of falsifying their applications for the dividend from the Alaska Permanent Fund. 60 counts of first and second-degree theft and first-degree unsworn falsification resulted from this. They were both placed on probation after entering a plea of guilty to a single count of second-degree unsworn falsification. What is happening in the Brown family? As it takes place, Amy Brown is not doing well and has hinted that her days on Earth may not be long. Many find it odd that Bam would not want to spend the next several months with his mother, although he may still visit her. Although Amy acknowledges that her illness is at stage 3, some sources place it in stage 4. She doesn't provide her admirers many updates on her well-being, despite the fact that they would really want to know. Everyone is curious as to whether Bam has already visited his mother in the hospital or whether he plans to do so in the future. Everyone is startled that he hasn't been around as often as the rest of the family. He seems to be moving on and pursuing his own interests. Being in the Bahamas would make it hard for Bam and his fiancée to see one another often, so it would be surprising if his family chose to pay them a visit. Additionally, there have been reports going around that they are either married or are planning a wedding. In addition, Bam Brown is well known for his charitable activities. His contribution of a percentage of his riches to philanthropic organizations has further improved his public image. In conclusion, Bam Brown's distinct way of living and diverse skill set have enabled him to amass a substantial wealth. Although his work in reality TV is his main source of income, he also makes money from other endeavors like music. Bam has had an unusual lifestyle and accumulated significant fortune and success in her career. He is estimated to have a net worth of around $10 million by 2024, which is evidence of his ongoing success in a variety of pursuits.